There are secrets that time has tried to hide, but here they come to light. You are in secrets beneath. Follow the channel and turn on notifications because the mystery begins now.
Mid-4th century BC, one of the greatest philosophers of Greece, Plato wrote 2 dialogues that would change forever the human imaginary. Timaeus and Critics. In them for the first time, the world heard about an immense island, a powerful and proud civilization that would have existed 9,000 years before Plato's Greece, according to him, was a vast empire, situated beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the strait that we now know as Gibraltar. There at the edge of the known world, an advanced civilization flourished, with riches, architecturality, and unique military power. Plato described like a kingdom of concentric rings of land and water, with artificial channels, grandiose palaces covered with metals, and temples dedicated to the gods. Your people would have inherited part of their divine origin, descending from the god of the sea, and Poseidon and the deadly Clit. Of this union, born one dynasty of kings that would govern over one society, proud and... But Plato's account was not just one of glory. He said that in time, corrupted, your ambition and arrogance led to challenge other peoples, including the cell itself. Then in a single day and night of misfortune, according to the philosopher, the island was swallowed by the sea and disappeared forever. What Plato meant by this story would have been your words, just a philosophical allegory to teach about human pride. Or was he recording the memory, fragmented from a real catastrophe? Since your writing, this narrative spread like wildfire. Plato did not leave around, only in shadows and metaphors. He described his capital in great detail, that even today intrigues scholars and inspires dreamers. The island, he said, it was formed by 3 rings of earth and 2 of sea, arranged concentrically, like perfect circles drawn by the gods. These rings were connected by artificial bridges and canals, allowing ships circulated freely between the ocean and the heart of the city. In the center stood the Temple of Poseidon, a monumental palace covered in precious metals. Plato spoke of orichalcum, a delicate reddish metal, rarer than gold, that covered the walls of the temple and reflected the light as fire. The massive columns, golden statues, and lush gardens surrounded the shrine, where solemn sacrifices were made to the god that would have given rise to that lineage. The abundance of was described as unrivaled. Their fertile fields produced abundant harvests. Its rivers overflowed with fish. Its forests provided noble wood. And from its mines, rare metals prevail that no other land had. But it wasn't just material wealth that impressed. It had a colossal navy, with thousands of ships prepared for trade and war. His fleet ruled distant seas, establishing routes and imposing respect. Well-trained armies marched on the flag of the Atlantean kings, taking your ambitions beyond your borders. Plato described one proud and advanced civilization, whose engineering and organization looked almost divine. It was an empire that not only prospered, but threatened the balance of the ancient world. And yet, over all this glory, hiding as a seed gives a stay. For like so many great powers in history, Atlantida, if you would, consumed by arrogance and the thirst for conquest, it was just a matter of time until the island defied the boundaries imposed by the gods. From Plato's time to today, scholars, explorers, and dreamers have wondered if existed, where was. Some believe that the description of the philosopher was not allegory, but distorted memory of a real tragedy. And the main candidate is the island of Santorini, of Marigo, for volta de 1600, Antichrist. Santorini, then home to the advanced Minoan civilization, was devastated by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in history. The explosion destroyed entire cities, generated tsunamis that crossed the Mediterranean and the region into a volcanic winter. Sunken ruins, preserved frescoes, and archaeological evidence point to a rich maritime culture, sophisticated and suddenly devastated. Many see the echo of the Atlantic legend there. Others point to the south of Spain, in the Andalusia region, near the Strait of Gibraltar. over there in Doniana. Satellite images revealed circular formations reminiscent of the rings described by Plato. Some archaeologists believe that one civilization flourished in that region and was destroyed by tsunamis coming from the Atlantic. There are also more daring theories. Some scholars believe that could have been a distant memory of the cities of the Mayan civilization, or even the lost lands in the Americas, led to corruption by old contacts that have been lost in time. Other Mesetics claim that Plato was inspired by catastrophes of their time, such as the fall of Mycenaean or Minoan civilizations, and shaped these events into myth to illustrate its philosophy. And yet, no matter how far science goes, no theory has managed to erase the fascination. Each underwater discovery, every lost city found in the depths of the seas, rekindles hope that perhaps, somewhere, wave structure, and still rest the remnants of, was never just one story. Told by Plato, she turned into one eternal symbol, crossing centuries, religions, and cultures. In ancient philosophy, myth served as a moral alert. A powerful civilization, destroyed not by external force, but by their own arrogance. This idea echoed in middle-aged Christian thinkers. They saw in a parallel with the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. In the esoteric religions of the Renaissance, was remembered as a sacred land of lost wisdom. The texts spoke of Atlanteans as guardians of knowledge, superior, participants in spiritual technologies that disappeared with the waters. In the 19th century, secret and theosophical societies, as Helena Blavatsky's, believed that the Atlanteans were ancestors, spirituals of humanity. They would have possessed powers and energy domain. But they fell precisely for abusing these gifts. In modern culture, came to life in novels, paintings, movies, and even comics. From Jules Verne to Disney, from scientists to explorers, all projected over the lost island, your own dreams and fears. It has become the mirror of our collective imagination, a place where glory and ruin coexist, science and magic, silence and punishment. So was no longer just a myth, to become a universal archetype. She represents the eternal humanity's quest for its origins, by lost knowledge, and the hope of finding, at the bottom of the sea or within ourselves, a perfect civilization. Since the 19th century, humanity did not stop looking for explorers, archaeologists, and even amateur adventurers dedicated their lives to tracking the lost continent. Some believe to find it in the Mediterranean, identifying submerged ruins near Crete and Santorini. Others pointed to the backs of Spain and Portugal, suggesting that the Atlantean civilization could be linked to the ancient Iberian peoples. In the 20th century, technology brought new instruments to hunting. Deep dive sonar and satellite images revealed submerged cities, but no definitive proof of places like Bimini Road. Nas Bahamas reignited the myth, a formation of stones at the bottom of the sea, what many believe to be artificial ruins. At the turn of the 21st century, searches intensified. Scientific teams investigated areas in the Caribbean, in the Atlantic, and even Antarctica. Each submerged archaeological discovery, from Greek temples to sunken Mayan cities, ended up reinforcing the feeling that perhaps Plato had described not just a metaphor, but a fragment of historical memory. However, the absence of concrete evidence only increased the fascination. Today, remains one of the biggest non-heroes of humanity. She inspires documentaries, movies, books, and countless theories, from scientific to mystical explanations, and maybe there is its true power. It doesn't matter if it was real or not, survives, because it awakens in us the eternal desire to explore, discover, and understand. It's a reminder that deep in the oceans, or of the human mind, there will always be unexplored territories, waiting to be revealed.
What is hidden always finds a way to be revealed, and at Secrets Beneath, no secret stays buried forever. Leave your like, comment on what you think, and don't forget to follow the channel. Until the next mystery.